My name is Samsul. I'm from BangladeshProgrammer.com, and today in this video tutorial I will write the Hello World application module in Zend Framework 2. So in the last tutorial I explained about some basic knowledge of Zend Framework 2, how the configuration folder and how the public folder works. And today we will see a little bit on module, and we will write our first program, Hello World. So this is the blog that I have write about this one, Zend Framework 2 tutorial part 3, and write the Hello World application as module. So you can find this URL into the video description, so you can open it and follow it along if you want. And I will basically follow this tutorial that is actually on my video, but I will show it on video also. So let's start. So as you remember, this is our setup to the tutorial dash video that we have installed last time, and this is the module folder where all of our module should be, and we have only one module that is named application. So we will create our Hello World module. So we will create a folder here. You can see the folder structure here. Hello World. Under the Hello World there should be a config, src, and view, and also some couple of files and folders, also subfolders. So let's start. So create new folder first and name it Hello World. Hello World. So this should be our module name. Under this module name we will make some more folders, subfolders. First one is config, second one is the src folder. This is the short name of source, and another folder will be p. So this is three folders that we actually need for our Hello World application. Under the config we will have a file, PHP file of course, named module.config.php. Okay, so we have the module.config.php file, and under the source directory we will have our namespace name, that means module name again. So it should be Hello World. And under the view we will have also the same tag namespace name. Normally in view we should write the small letter, but it's not a problem if you write in capital. So we have our directory, and the most important thing, we should have a PHP file name, module.php. Start with capital M and the PHP. And in every module there should be a module.php file which will have the name of the namespace of this module. So namespace Hello World. So we named our module namespace as Hello World, and on this namespace, under this namespace we should have a class called module. So class module, and that's pretty much define the class. Now we will have a method that is actually get method, get configuration method. And we have to write a public function and then get config. Get configuration actually return the module configuration file that we will create, that we actually create, but we didn't write anything, module.config.php. So this actually returns that configuration file. So we can write like this: return include directory. So this is the directory. Under the directory we have the config folder. On the config folder we have the module.config.php. So this configuration method, get config method, return the module.php file. Actually the module.php file will have some PHP array, so it actually returns this PHP array. And basically when a module configured or initialized, then it will get this get configuration file automatically and add the previous application configuration file. So when a Zend Framework 2 application runs, all the configurations then merge in one array basically. So we have already the application.config.php configuration file, and now we will get the module specific configuration file. So also when the module starts on initialize, we also need to we also want to like initialize all the classes that have in the source directory. So we have the source and the namespace name hello world. So we can do this with just Zend standard loading, auto loading configuration. So we can write another public function or method, and we can name it get, we should name it get auto loader config. So this method actually returns an array, and the array basically is defined the Zend autoloader, Zend the loader. I have the standard part. So we are defining the Zend standard autoloader, and the Zend standard autoloader is also an array. And under this array we are naming the namespace. And the namespace is also an array. And here we will write our namespace. So the namespace is hello world, so it will get automatically the hello world. And we will give here the part of the source folder where all the classes will be, like the controller classes, the model classes. So now we are under the module.php. So we will like add the directory, then the directory we will add the src folder, okay. Then under the src folder we will have the namespace name, that is hello world, so we should write again the namespace. So we have defined two methods here. One is get config, which actually gets the module configuration file, array, and we want all the classes under the source directory namespace to be initialized when the module is initialized. So we taking help from Zend loader standard autoloader function, and this is a namespace, and under the namespace we write our namespace and we define the directory where it should look at. So let's take anything from it. So this is what we need in the module.php file. So now we need to configure the module.php config.php file so that it has some module configuration file. So we will open module.config.php file, and this should be an array, just a PHP array. So we will define some. For hello world we only need the view manager. So we are just define the view manager, and this is also an array. And in the view manager we just need to give the path of the view directory, and this also should be named like template, tmp, and a template path stack, and we should name it, we should keep the path of the array. So the array is the directory, and with the directory we are now under the config folder. So we want to give the path of view hello world namespace. So we have to go back one directory back, and then of course we have to give the slash, and then one directory back, and then we have to go inside the view directory. So this is what we need to format a little bit on the code. So this is the view manager, and the view manager knows that where is the template path, and we define the template. That is under the view of this module folder. So this is what we need now for hello world program. We only define the view manager only. So we almost finished. Now we only write two of the files. So as we are developing Zend Framework 2 in MVC, following the MVC architecture, and MVC architecture we know that we need to have some controller and the view and the model. But for hello world program we are just wanted to write some hello world text, static text into the view. So we need only the controller and the view file. So we will write a controller under the directory namespace, source namespace, and we need to write the controller directory first. So under the namespace we have controller. If we have the model, then we should name another folder like model. But now we only have the controller, and under the controller we will create a controller PHP file, and we can name it index controller or hello controller, anything we want. So in the tutorial we actually write it. Let's see. Most probably index controller, yes, index controller. So we will name the controller index. So we will also follow index, and according to the name convention we have to write the controller and the dash at the end. So it's the index controller. And at the beginning we have to write the namespace, and the namespace name we have to write like, we know that it's hello world, and under the hello world we are actually into the controller. So we backslash and write controller. So we define the name as this. Now we will write the class, and class name should be controller, and we need to extend it from the abstract action controller that gets the MVC functionality. So extend abstract action controller from Zend MVC controller. So, as you see, we already have we write it, but it should go after the name. So as you see, it is automatically get this path as an UV. So because we are using this abstract action controller, so it's under the Zend MVC, under the controller and the abstract action controller. So now under this we defined our controller. Under this controller we will have one method that actually rendering takes the when the URL wants to invoke, then it gets in this controller and it will get this action. So it normally the action should be public method. So we are going to name it index and action. Action is if it is this method is an action that is actually rendering some view, then we should name it action at the last of the method. So it's an index action. And under the index action we do not want, we only want to send some, say, hello world into the view. So we can just return and at first I do not directly return, I just create a view model, and under the view model, like view model, and we will rent view model actually, like then view model. So you will see it already imported, like you rent view model, and under the view model we are just sending an array, and we are giving some key value like text or anything we want, and we are giving some value, and we wanted to give it a string hello world. So under the text key we are sending the hello world to the view model, which actually this view model we want to return. So we are returning the view to our view. So we have defined our index action. We are sending the view model hello world with the hello world string, and we are returning it to the view. So but we do not have still the view, so we will create the view, and the naming convention or location part of the view should be like under the view we have the namespace name hello world, and under the namespace name we should have the controller name, and our controller name is index. So we can write a folder index. So under the index we can just write a file, PHP file, actually PHP and HTML file, and we will name it index.php. So, and under the HTML file we are just wanted to echo the files that we have sent the view model, and that was text. By this command we are accessing this method, and we have in the method we have the array key value text, and we are directly accessing it with this command. So echo this text, so it should echo hello world. So we have almost complete our module structure, but like if we want to run this like www.tutorial-video.log. Oh, run my server. I will check my Apache so that it will get the server. I run my Apache server. Okay. So try to run my website again. So this was the skeleton application, and we want our module to be like when we will get the URL like write hello, then we want our hello world to be shown here. As you know, as you see, when now it doesn't get anything to write, so it's giving a 404 error occurred that the page doesn't found. So we want that when we get this hello write dash hello, then we will write here hello world. So this needs a routing. So we will now create a route in Zend Framework 2. Routing is very important in Zend Framework 2. And we have to create this route under the module.configuration file. So we already defined a view manager. Now we are going to add another it means router. So we are going to define a router, which is our array, and under the route we have the route, which is also an array, and under the route we will create a new route, and maybe we will write it like hello. We are creating a new route named hello, and we will now give the detailed information of this route. So it's another array, and we are defining the type. So the type will be it's a static URL like write dash hello. So it we are just use the Zend literal so as a type. So we will get the one and then MVC. It's an MVC component, and the router HTTP and the literal. And we give some option. And options, I can get a little bit beautiful code. So options is also an array which has a couple of different things like the root or what the URL matching we want. So here we will check, okay, which URL root we want. So we want that after the namespace, after the root path, we want that if we have this URL match. So let's copy it and paste it here. So then it will check for this match and then it takes this root. And now we see that, okay, if it is match, like write hello, then what should we do? So it will defaultly do like the default. We will define one controller and one action. And the controller is the hello world controller that we have already write, and this is how we have to write the proper way. The hello world namespace, under the namespace source we have the controller. Under the source, under the hello world, we have the controller, and under the controller we have the controller name, index controller. So we will name it index. So we will not write it here, the index controller, because we want this controller to be used from all the application. So not only from this module, but also from other modules also. So in that case, we have to define this controller into the invocable controllers. So in the invocable controllers, we will write according to the naming convention, like it should be unique. So as we are adding the module name and the controller and the index, so it should be unique. So this is the naming term of then to have to follow. It will be good so that it will be unique. So we have defined the controller and to define the action that we have already named. The action name is the index action. So up to now we are saying that by default, if you get this URL match, by default you will just call to this index action controller, index controller, and to this index controller, the action should be index. So now that we have to define the controllers, that is invocable controller. So we will define it under the finish line. So let's make a comma there and we will define another controllers. And this is also an array. And this is the invocable. Make sure you don't tag it mistake. Don't spell mistake. In the code, we are defining this hello index, controller index. This is the name of the controllers. And here we will put the real name of the controller, hello world, then controller, and then the controller. So here we write the index controller. So when it gets the controller name to give this index controller, so it gets the real controller from refresh concat submitting the code. And this is the name of the controller. So from anywhere in the application, if we call this hello world dash backslash controller backslash index, then we will get this controller. So it's the global controller now from the application. So we are finished to define our routing. Now we have to activate this module, and currently now we only have this application module activated in the application.config.php file. So there is no other module, but now we have another module, and that is named hello. So this is the name of the module. So we will write the name of the module with comma protection. So now save it, and if we now refresh this, so we get some error, of course. So maybe we have done something wrong in the coding. So we will look at it and solve it. So it's according to the warning that is giving, it's saying that mostly when it trying to include the module.config.php file in the module.php file, somehow it's not getting but configuration. So when it is getting this, I think so it is actually calling the index controller and the action. So that is working, and it is also, this one is also working, maybe templates also, but somehow in the module.php this line is not working. So, okay, I forgot to keep the backslash. So under the if you see the error module hello world, we do not have the /. So now we have refreshed it, activating it. So now we are getting page not found. The request controller could not be mapped to an existing controller class. That means the controller is not getting. I was looking at the problem, and I found that it was somehow the mapping controller class problem, and I solved it by because I found that I did not write the default. It should be bad, and so if we now refresh the page, then we see the hello world. So this is how we write the hello world. So if you want to change anything into the view, you should go to the index controller and then write it here. My first application, so it will come here automatically. First application, if we name another. So we can also, like, this is the another, we can define another key, like, okay, hello, and this could be like my name. And let's say if we call it also first, after that, to go my name is coming, another key value, and you can also send, like, if we want, like, okay, some variable, like variable like something like my name, or maybe it's better to manage. But if we define a variable name, and under the how we are sending, what we want to send this thing, and let's do it, we get the console call it. It's not necessary that you need to define a view model. It we want like we are checking another one, that would not be a view module, that would be a strict array. Object array, and let's see if we can get the same result or not. So you see we are getting the same result. So it's actually returning the array, and we are getting the accessing this array by this W. So it's all same with the view model, but the view model has some context maybe later. But for now, we can do this hello world program. Returning this injection array. So for writing this hello world program, we only needed to modify basically on we have to write this. We first write this folder under the module, and then under the module we have the config source in the view folder, and under the config folder we have the module.config.php file, which actually has some basic configuration of the module, like view manager, the view path, view, that is the view, and we give the route, like how the route will be, and if we have the static route, then we can give it like different, and we can define which controller should be responsible to do the work when it is URL matching, and which action should it involve, and we define the controllers so that we can access the controller from anywhere in our application. So it should be an unique name. So we append the module name to the controller name. The controller is controller. So this is the controller index controller. So this is all should be in the module.config.php file. So if we want another route we want to define, then just we can when we finish this hello world, we can also define another route. We can just copy and paste it another route. So let's name it like my, and we will check for my on the name, and then it will also involve the index controller with index action, or maybe we can change the action name. But for now, I think we can just leave it. Obviously, if we write name, then it should do the same. So if we want to change this new controller, so we can write a new controller here under the controller, or if we want to change the action name, we can also write a new action name. There's like function name action, and here we will return not the hello one, just maybe the name, and the name will be so now we will give the module.config of the index, just about the name. So we have a new action into the index controller, but we do not have the view for the name. So under the index controller, we also need to have because now if we do this name, let's see, error, lot of error, and the error occurred during execution plus driving later and runtime execution error, but the library is and view renderer. The view renderer is not working because it doesn't get the name of view. So we will create a view, and we should name it name.html because our method name is name php and we can just recall name. Now if we refresh it, so now the name is getting this variable name comes along direction. So we saw that the name action is now in the so we can do a lot of things. So this is the advantage or strong or strength of the Zend Framework so that you will code you different functionality with different routes. Also you can get some other URL types that you will find in the Zend Framework manual. Normally in MVC we want to write like controller name, for example, index and then the name, so it automatically gets this. So we can also write it, and we can also name it like this way in here, but we will not check it. So this is the finish of Hello World program. I think it will help a lot of beginners like me to understand and get the Zend Framework 2 and its functionality, how it works. So now I will finish this tutorial. So hopefully we will see you. I will come with some new video tutorial. Most probably I will write the album module next time and then go and follow along the Zend official tutorial that they write the album module. So that should I do. But for now, bye bye. Go and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course visit to my Bangladesh programmer website and like my fan page on Facebook. So you will find it only in the video description. So bye bye.